The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Yo, it's Tim Young in the building. Won't you tell me how you feeling? You can't see me though. You're gonna see me real soon. Hope y'all feeling good. Hope y'all feeling great. We are here with another edition of Share Faith Wednesday. I hope you're feeling good. I'm on my telly right now. I am sending the invites out. I want y'all to make sure that y'all invite some folks through. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff to do. We got some things to say. It's go time. I hope you feel good. I feel great. We are live on IG. We are live on YouTube. We live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We live everywhere, you feel me? One second, hold up. All right. There we go. Hey, we got two shots. You feel me? We got Let's Show right here. You feel me? Get into this one right here. Then we got we over here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got a little action happening. You feel me? But I hope y'all feeling good. I hope y'all feeling great. I'm pumped up. I'm excited to be here. Been doing some work. Been trying to understand certain aspects of life in a way that puts us in a position to like really win, really level up, really leverage our gains, our gains, right? Our focus, our everything, if you will. And I don't know, there's something about this song right now that's kind of annoying me. So I'm gonna turn it down a smidge. And we are going to get into some praying, you know what I'm saying? Before I do that, I just got to find the energy. The energy got to be right. The vibe got to be on point. So let's see if we can rock with this one and see if that changes something. Come on. Ooh, that feels good. It's all about the music for me, you feel me? So let's make some time to invite people on. Invite people to the light. You know, Bob Gospel Speaks is all about stylistically unrestricted content with a vertical source and a horizontal reach. And we would be amiss if we didn't add music to that content piece. So if you're here right now, I just ask that you hit the share button because we just gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? And before we get loose, before we get into it, let's get a little loose. So you know what I'm saying? I am an artist. I am a singer-songwriter. And I got tons of music. And then sometimes I just don't get a chance to share. And it's all about faith. So why not share some faith on the broadcast on Wednesdays? You know what I'm saying? No matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. Oh my, you'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. Yeah. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yeah, that's the message. I'll be right next to you. That's the message that God is sending on this Wednesday afternoon. No matter where you are, no matter where you're going, no matter how many times you found yourself in situations that, you not really into where God has you, or you feel like you should be somewhere else, or you feel like you're alone. Oftentimes I found myself alone. Oftentimes I found myself in positions where, stuff just wasn't working how it was supposed to in my mindset. But I tend to forget who I serve. I tend to forget who made me. I tend to forget all of those different things. And it's like you get an opportunity to kind of recalibrate. What we're focusing on today is we're focused on the center and the place where we're recalibrating some things, right? We're recalibrating some systems in which we've played and we've done. And it's just time to pretty much get into this pocket of understanding that we can take our hands off of it. We can take our hands off of it. We can put ourselves in a different train of thought to understand what this day could look like if I wasn't focused on what I don't have. Understanding what this day could look like if I focused on what was not, what I don't have, or what's not here or designed for today, right? And then you find yourself in these situations where you feel alone. You find yourself in these situations where you feel like you don't have the number on your phone to call to get to that peace, right? But God is saying, you're worrying about things that are keeping you away from me. So I want you to get closer. I want you to understand that I've never left. I want you to understand that I'm right here, and I promise you, if you hold tight, you'll see that I'm right next to you. That I'm right next to you. So the hook says simple. Yeah, come on. No matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. No matter how strong you go, I'll reach you. Yeah. You'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. And no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yeah. I'll be right next to you. That's it. Come on. I'll be right next to you. I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. No matter what you do, I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. Right next to you, right next to you. Hey, no matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. You'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. And no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yeah, I'll be right next to you. Whoa. The beautiful part about God being right next to you is you get the opportunity to pull on them. You get the opportunity to grab hold to a resource that's never really designed to leave you, right? Today is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. And yesterday and the day before, I decided to get in my Bible. I should be getting in my Bible on a regular basis, but I did decide to get into my Bible. And in the Bible, I was just trying to find just a random series of scriptures or something that kind of give me a focal point, right? A focal point before I started my day. I've been doing some reading right? I read. It's crazy to say. Yeah, I do be reading. It's bananas. It's crazy. But yes, I've been doing some reading and I've realized that they say it a lot, and unfortunately say it a lot about black people. What do they say? They say if you want to, I'm gonna mess it up, but they say if you want to hide wisdom or knowledge or power or money from a black person or a person in general, you can put it in a book. It's bogus, but it's true, right? So watch this. So I found myself in a situation where I was getting more information, right? I'm reading about, social media marketing and strategizing and getting things in play. And I want to make sure I'm not doing things that are going to hinder my morality, right? Make me look bad as a believer because I'm just trying to be seen as much as possible, right? Going through all of these different mental constraints and learning and unlearning, having to unlearn things is one of the most gruesome things that you could do. Having to unlearn some of the things you knew. I got a series that we're preparing. It's called Renew What You Knew. Like there's so many things that we were taught as just human beings, as people, and the cultures and the things that we live in that kind of might not be the case. Like here's one. You ready? You don't need 3 meals a day. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna talk about that at another time. But you don't need 3 meals a day. I don't care what they say. You don't need 3 meals a day. There's no way that your body can break down that much food in a day. I'll stay right there. I'll leave it. But, right? So having to unlearn some of these things, but see, that's a good topic because see, I'm flowing right now. That's a good topic. Hold on, give me a second. So the reality is you don't need 3 meals a day. And here's why. When you start doing your research, you begin to understand that your body, how long it takes your body to break down certain foods, right? Certain foods that are processed, unprocessed, natural, all those different things. And you begin to see how long it really takes you to break down food. And then you wonder why the body is storing the fat. You wonder why these things keep happening because you haven't done your due diligence, but the scientists, the people behind the scenes know how to captivate your feelings enough to allow you to have a new stronghold, have a new bad habit, have a new addiction. So now you're hooked. You're hooked and you're not thinking about the well-being of you. You're just so focused on the well-being of your taste buds. You're so focused on how the thing makes you feel. And now you are hooked. Now you are eating more than you should. Now you are not conscious of caloric density or caloric intake. And it's like, yo, feed me. I'm not full yet. You don't even realize you're not feeding yourself. There's people that are overweight right now that are dying of starvation because they're not feeding their body what it needs. Are you hungry or are you craving? Let me stop. I'm flowing right now. But yes, when it's all said and done, I'm unlearning things. I'm learning that some of the things that I've been doing over the years when it comes to social media marketing and strategizing is wrong. It's off. It's not giving me the proper training or the proper processes, and it's not giving. It's not giving the results, right? I put up a post, right, and I'm not getting views. I put up a post and the likes are low, and I think the goal is batch content, right? Batch editing, batch video recording. Like, what is that? That's when you're recording 4 videos at one time, right? And it's busy work. It makes you feel like you're doing something, but you're really not. You know what I'm saying? So you find yourself in a situation where you're trying to like, man, bro, like, what is it going to take? Like, I want this, but I don't. And then I find myself in this space where I'm stopping and starting. And that level of inconsistency is beyond annoying. Like, it's like, bro, what am I supposed to be doing here? Right? Looking at God like, what's to it for real? Like, what you want me to do? But the crazy part about it is we forget practicality. We forget the the most best part about mastering a skill set, because all of us are masters in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We forget one thing. We forget the simplicity of the steps in mastering and what it takes to actually complete the task, where you can say, I am a master, if you will, at this craft. I could call myself a master in songwriting, production, engineering, mixing and mastering. I could call myself that. That doesn't mean I stopped working. That doesn't mean I stopped building, but I've reached a level where I can meet the criteria of the industry standard of certain things and can emulate if I need to. So I've reached that level. But see, the problem is it's the ability to apply it everywhere. Cause it's like, it's about the everywhere piece. Like, are you actually doing this process everywhere? When you think about it, I didn't like math at first. I did not like math at first. I did not like it. It was annoying. But one of my favorite subjects is algebra. Algebra is all about the finding the answers, even if the answer is provided, finding the variables to the answer that makes it correct. So there's this mental processing that's happening where you're computing and changing this and moving that around and adding this or multiplying this on one side or whatever the case may be. And now it's like, okay, this is how I get this answer. And then once you get the answer, you can prove it, right? So if you in order to do that, you have to know your tools. You have to know your tools. You have to know what tools you have. So if I am, let's say I'm trying to go viral, or if I'm trying to increase the viewership of my brand, if I'm trying to be more ahead of a world that social media content is happening at the billions, like it's been recorded that there's a billion videos being posted almost like an hour and or I believe like it was a day. Fam, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of content, bro. And then once I start getting into the research of understanding like the different type of videos and all of this stuff like that, and what you need to do to remain engaging and all that stuff, it was blowing my mind. And then they start telling me, whoa, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. All of these different things that I found myself doing. I found myself doing these things because I thought that was the thing that was going to make it work. That was the thing that was going to make it fly. Now I'm about to say some stuff because this is the truth. I am guilty, and I know others are as well. So if this is you, I'm talking to you from this side shot angle, right? This the sidebar. You feel me? Understand? Peep this. When it's all said and done, you can't get mad that something is not working if you don't know how it works. Hey, come on. You can't get mad at something if you don't really know how it works. I found myself in situations with, social media marketing where I was getting exhausted. I was getting discouraged. My morale was dropping. There was no boosting whatsoever because I couldn't figure it out. Even here, right? I'm on this video and I'm hoping that this will work. Periodically, I can see who's watching, and I'm like, man, who is watching? All this, who is watching? All this, who is watching? And it's like, man, bro, you feel me? At what point are we putting on a show, or at what point are we trying to be authentic, right? Successful videos are all about authenticity. It's all about, I'm giving y'all game right now, and I'm gonna shut up after this because I ain't giving y'all no more game. I will. But it's all about authenticity, right? And a generalistic approach, right? I want to make sure that all can get it. I might have a focused audience. I might be a particular person in a certain business, but I want to be able to make sure everybody can grab it because it's all about mass media. Let's talk about this. Sidebar, watch this. Sidebar irrelevant. Peep game. I don't know where you from. I don't know where you at, but in the last, I guess, year, I've been in Chicago and I've been in Phoenix, Arizona. And on my way to the airport in Phoenix, I saw this one dude everywhere on all the billboards. I'm like, what's to this dude? I didn't know who he was. And it was so crazy because the way the visual aids were placed in front of us on the expressway, it was like layers, fam. It was like him here, him there, further down, further back, all of these different things. And it was like, it was affecting it started creating curiosity. I'm like, who is this dude? So by the time I finally got up on one of them and really saw what it was and really saw what this guy was promoting, he was some kind of lawyer for a specific practice. So I'm like, okay, cool. Do I need him right now? No, but if I do need somebody, I know who I'm gonna call. You feel me? Oh my God. Ooh, this is so good. Oh, watch this. Peep it. This is so good, right? So just think, I love marketing. I think marketing is one of the dopest things ever. And the cool thing about it is if you study the Bible and you look at how God brought Jesus into the picture, from prophecy to birth to him growing up, and then him starting his ministry, and even being crucified and resurrected, it is so heavily saturated in marketing. I promise you it is, bro. Just think about it. Like, just think about it for a minute. Like the buzz behind his name. There was moments where he didn't even want nobody to say it was him doing the work, right? Before he was here, when he was prophesied, when the prophecy came and he was gonna be that one, like, man, I'm talking about, you see inklings, right? There's gonna be a son, the second son, or just different things. It's so beautifully structured. So it's like, this is, you know what this is? Hold up. You know what this is? This is the kingdom regaining its reign, regaining its authority, regaining its territory. This is kingdom reacclimation, right? I play games like Call of Duty, and they have a mode called Domination, and there is like 3 spots on the board, and you and your team have to hold these spots down, right? You have to capture them and then hold them down, and it is a fight. It might be 10 to 15 minute game, and you have to kill all your opponents to make sure they are not taking over that turf. It's not just a team deathmatch. It's a hold this spot down. And the reality is, when it's all said and done, we have to be able to hold down what God gave us to have, what God gave us authority over. God gave us authority over our lives in general. He said, go be fruitful and multiply, have dominion over the earth. He told us to do that. So when it's all said and done, it's time for us to reclaim what belongs to us. Marketing belongs to the kingdom. So kingdom marketing, if we got to put kingdom before it, that's just what we got to do. Because listen, y'all, pay attention. Sometimes the scripture says, in all thy ways acknowledge God and he will direct your path. So with all the information I obtain on a regular basis that's not from the Bible, or not from a pastor, or whatever the case may be, I'm taking that information and I'm putting it in God's hands and saying, God, what do you want to do with it? Here it is. What do you want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. What do you want? How do I move it? How do I make it for your glory? How do I elevate it to a place where it's yours and you can get everything that you were supposed to get, and I am living out my purpose and I am doing what you called me to do? How? Here. Take it. So when you get to that point of your life where you're just giving it away at that moment, God will begin to orchestrate and show you where the things go. Man, y'all, check it out, fam. Like hit the share button, bro. Check it out. Look at this for a second. when it's all said and done, I was on an interview today. I'm interviewed for like a music teacher job, and they're all about like infusing games into teaching. So it's an after school program, and it's all about that. And that is super. That's my life. That's what I'm all about. I was beyond thrilled to be there. And when I walked into this beautiful conference room in this amazing complex downtown Chicago, and I walked into these two young guys. I'm like, come on, young brothers. Come on, young guys. The Asian guy and a white guy. I'm like, come on, man. I love this. I love that you all are probably like 2-3 years out of college, fam. And y'all are doing it, man. I was just excited. I was just excited. And it's just like it feels good. I text my wife and I was like, I am so blessed because I could potentially be a part of another music center organization that is young person driven. Like I'm the sync manager, right? And a producing artist over for a publishing company, and the owner is like 27 years old. I'm almost 10 years older than him. And it's like, bro, I was like, man, bro, I just want to commend you, bro, for being obedient, for doing what God told you to do, and not stopping, man. Like, dude, I'm proud of you, fam. I am. And it's like, it's not in a way where like I'm in my feelings because that could have been me or I didn't get my opportunity. Like today I began to see that my journey had to be the journey that had to be so I can get to this point where I can meet this person, where I could be a part of this organization, and all my experience could be of value to what it is they got going. And the mindset that God gave, all of that was on purpose, bro. Oh, it was on purpose. And when I felt like I was in situations where I wasn't getting the opportunity, and when I felt like I was on analysis paralysis and comparing myself to this one or that one because I was in the same vicinity as this one or this, that, and the other, and feeling like I'm alone, I'm forgetting about God's grace. I'm forgetting about God's mercy. I'm forgetting about how close He is on a regular basis. And I'm reminded of the lyrics of this song. I'm reminded because it's just so factual, because it says, no matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. Yeah. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. Man. You'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. I chose you. Yeah. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. My God. Yeah. I'll be right next to you. It's facts, man. It's just pure facts. And I went on a tangent, but I like to flow. And man, y'all, they asked me a question in the interview process today, and it was like, it felt so good to answer it this way. It just didn't feel real. But they were like, they said, what are your future goals? What are you hoping to achieve? Like, even like after this job? It's a standard question that everybody asks. And I literally answered the question with, I'm actually there. I'm actually doing it. Right? My goal is to be fully employed as a musician of all things, right? From, my art to my production to my everything art, everything music, right? I'm teaching in a couple different places. I'm managing a publishing company for sync licensing. I'm learning more of how to leverage certain systems to ensure that I can be seen like I need to be seen for not just me as an artist, but me as my media production company. Like, I'm learning all these things, and the beautiful part about it that I didn't share with them is I kind of let go. I've been letting go of my worries. I've been letting go of my future concerns, and just kind of been more one with today. This is crazy, but it's so true. I find myself in situations where I'm thinking so far ahead, and I'm thinking so at a height that I am not actually experiencing the amazingness that comes with today. I have a wife, I have a dog, I got 2 kids, 2 boys, and unfortunately I be so locked into I gotta do because tomorrow needs to, I want to make sure one day I reach this or one day I become this. I've been doing that for so long, to the point where when God begins to grant things, regardless of how he grants them, when he begins to answer prayers, regardless of how they are, how you get to that answered prayer, you begin to experience, for me, discomfort in the answered prayer, right? My answered prayers make me uncomfortable because I've been so conditioned to worry. I've been so conditioned to feel like God isn't there, right? I've been so conditioned to not adhere to the music that God gave me. I've been so conditioned to think, worry, or anticipate something's not going to work, and try to figure it out myself. But when you begin to settle in God's word and settle in the scriptures, let me come over here. When you begin to settle in that, God will begin to show you how simple it is. I gotta go. I want to go into Matthew 6. Because I said earlier, I've been reading Matthew 6, and I'm gonna jump right to a life of God worship, because that's where everything got good to me. Matter of fact, let's put it on the screen. We're gonna put it on the screen. How about that? I'll be right next to you. I'll be right next to you, said I'll be right next to you, no matter what you do. I'll be right next to you, said I'll be right next to you, oh my God, man, my God, peek this, watch this, check this out. All right, this is Matthew 6, 27. I'm going to go 27 through 29, and then I'm going to go 30 to 33 partially. Now, watch this, right? It says, has anyone, by fussing in front of a mirror, ever gotten taller by so much as an inch? All this time and money wasted on fashion, do you think it makes that much difference? Instead of looking at the fashions, walk out into the fields and look at the wildflowers. They never primp or shop, but have you ever seen color and design quite like it? The 10 best dressed men and women in the country look shabby alongside them. This is it. If God gives such attention to the appearance of wildflowers, most of which are never seen, don't you think he'll attend to you, take pride in you, do his best for you? Here it is. I'm going to highlight it because this is it right here. This is it. It says, let me highlight it. It says, what I'm trying to do here is get you to relax. What? Take me back, babe. Take me back. All right, it says, what I'm trying to do here is get you to relax. Come on. What's happening? Y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot. I don't even know what's going on here. Take me back to the message, fam. Okay, hold on. No. All right, here we go. What I'm trying to do here is get you to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting, so you can respond to God's giving. Lord have mercy. So you can respond to God's giving. We spend so much time, if you don't know God's works, if you don't know how God functions, if you don't know what he's doing, you can be like, man, well, God, this ain't happened yet. This ain't happened yet. Yeah, this ain't happened yet. This ain't happened yet. I don't know what to do. I'm just working up a sweat, right? All of this stuff could be happening. And then God is like, that ain't even what you need to be focusing on for real. Because you're missing out on what has happened. You're missing out on what's happening right now in front of you. You're missing out on the fact that you have breath in your body. You're missing out on the fact that you don't really have to worry about what you're going to eat today. You're missing out on the fact that you have the activities of your life. I know we say this stuff on a regular basis, right? I know we say this stuff on a regular basis. And then it goes on to say, I believe it said it in the Passion or the New Living. It said, these things that we're tripping over are minimal. Money, food, clothes, well-being here on this earth, right? This stuff is minimal, man. If God can take care of birds, if God can take care of a flower and make sure a flower does what it do, blossoms and dies. I got some flowers right out front of my house. And these flowers grow at the peak, at the start of May, and they are dead by now. They're gone. And they do that every single year. I've been in this place for 4 years, and I've watched these flowers go completely away, wither away and die. And then the roses come back right around mid-May, blossom in June, and now it's June 18th, and they're gone. They're gone. So I'm like, okay. And those things are beautiful, right? And we pay no attention to it, but it's like, it's the minute things, it's the small things that if we just tap in, it's the small things if we just understand how beautiful and amazing God is with that, and how much time he took care, how much time he put in to take care of that, to make sure it does what it's supposed to do, man. Why do you think he won't do it for you? Why do you think he won't take care of every single need that you could possibly want or desire? Why do we keep believing the lie? Why do we keep putting ourselves in a situation where we can make time to focus on tomorrow, right? Man, fam, oh my God, why do we keep doing it? Think about the lust of the flesh, right? The lust of the flesh, sex hungry, right? You could be married, still sex hungry, right? Your eyes could be wandering, guilty as charged. All of those things could be happening, but when it's all said and done, like, fam, if you got somebody set up, laid up for you, that's just for you, and you wanting something extra, man, come on, bro. Come on, sis. Let's rethink about this. Let's put something else in play. Man, have you ever found yourself in a situation, and let's just say it's not lust, let's just say it's food, let's just say it's anything, fam. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you was like, man, fam, this is all I want, this is all I need, but knowing it's not good for you? Have you ever found yourself in that situation? Have you ever found yourself in that situation and it was like, man, I can't get it right now, so I gotta make do with this. I gotta make do with this because this is what I want right now. Man, do you realize, like, I love self-awareness. Watch this. I have to come over here. Did you realize when you become, I'm not going to say did you. I'm going to say I realized. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on me. I realized that the way I've conditioned my sin makes me feel entitled that it has to happen when I want it to happen. It's gotta happen because this is what I'm conditioned to believe, that this is what it is. Also, not to mention let's get back to the word. In Matthew 6, I'll go up a little bit because it was talking about choosing God versus choosing idol gods. And this is what it said. Watch this, bro. Watch this, sis. Watch this, fam. Let me find it. I'm getting close. All right. I'll be right next to you. I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. No matter what you do. I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. Oh. Next to you. No matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. Oh my, you'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. Man. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. All right, here we go. I am in Matthew 24. Matthew 6, verse 24. I'm in the New Living Translation. It says, no one can serve two masters, for you will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and desire the other. You cannot serve God and be enslaved to money. That's 24. So let me see. You can't worship two gods at once. This is the message. Loving one God, you'll end up hating the other. Adoration of one feeds contempt for the other. You can't worship God and money both. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, so when I read that the other day, I was like, so you mean to tell me when I'm operating in the devotion that I have to execute this sinful act, I'm loving this God, this idol, more than I'm loving God and hating God? That's what the scripture says, fam. So I'm like, dang, okay. Thank God for grace, because I found myself in that situation more often than, every day, right? We find ourselves in those situations, but God gave us mercy, right? He gave us mercy. Thank God for his mercy. Thank God for his mercy, because his mercy, it kills the punishment that comes with sin, and it gives us grace to find our way back to him, right? Mercy kills the punishment of sin and allows us to find grace, allow us to find ourselves back with him with grace. And that's beautiful, fam. Like, that's beautiful. But that's really what's happening. So it's like when you get in these pockets, of whatever, this ain't about judgment, bro. This ain't about like shame. This ain't about ridicule. It's about really tapping into mercy and grace. This ain't about making a mistake over and over again because you're doing it on purpose. It's about, like, where's your heart at in it? Where's your heart posture? Where's your faith posture, right? Sometimes people make mistakes over and over again, and it's not because they just flat out like it. It's because there's something inside, more internal, that needs fulfillment. And this is the only type of fulfillment that I have ever given to that desire, to that void. Sometimes it's just that, but if you're not willing to accept that, if you're not willing to understand that that's a reality and you don't want to do the due diligence to figure out what's to it so you can get to the greener side, what do? Where do you go? But thanks be to God, because it's so weird to even say it. Like, my flesh is cringing. Like, I'm uncomfortable even saying this right now. But God is next to you. God is right there with you the whole way. He's right there, fam. And it's like, you mean to tell me, like, all the shame that I feel when I make a mistake, God ain't left me? All the shame that I feel. And it's like, it's just so unfortunate, man. Because it's like, when you think about how the enemy just really makes you feel bad for messing up, and then but this is the same spirit, this is the same inner thoughts that were telling you to do it and then throw you under the bus at the same time. It's a work in progress, man. And it's like, you gotta ask yourself, like, man, why do I keep returning? Why do I keep returning? I don't wanna return here. This ain't my home. You feel me? This ain't my home. I gotta wanna get to another place. I gotta wanna get to another spot so that I can understand and experience God at a level that's beautiful. Experience God at a level that's like not experience God versus experiencing this flesh and this temporal satisfaction. Heaven on earth is real. We just gotta tap in. We gotta unlock that door. And you can unlock that door every single day. Every single day. Every single day, with accepting the fact that God is right next to you. Because once again, it says, acknowledge God in all thy ways and he will direct your path. He wants you to be close. He wants you to realize that he's close. He wants you to realize that he ain't left your side. He wants you to realize that no matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. Yeah. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. You'll never be alone again, cause I chose you. He chose you. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yeah, that's true. He'll be right next to you. That's facts, y'all. I'm gonna end a little early today. It was a pleasure getting on. I thoroughly enjoyed being this light that God called me to be. I enjoy my humble beginnings. I enjoy my spots. I enjoy I enjoy being able to be led by the Holy Spirit in this moment, because the beautiful part about where we are now is this is who we are. This is what we do. Things just begin to elevate and enhance, but the authenticity of what this is just what it's going to be. I can guarantee you it's going to get better. I can guarantee it's going to have a more, this is going to get better because it's supposed to get better. It's supposed to advance. It's supposed to, right? My faith is centered on believing that he called me to share faith. And that's what I'm going to do. He called me to share, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's just me behind two cameras, me controlling both cameras. It's me operating the system. I am the producer for the live broadcast. And I'm blessed to be able to split my brain the many ways that I'm able to split it to still do this. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that God has given me a level of determination. My faith posture is make it happen. My faith posture is do it as much as many, what do they say, by any means necessary. My faith posture is never settle for, never get locked into, Never get locked into what you want it to be and be in your feelings about what it is right now. Never get locked into what you want it to be and allow that to make you in your feelings about what it is now. Never get locked into your feelings about what you want it to be that causes you to hinder and miss what it is right now. I think that's my message. Today is the only day that matters. Whenever you're hearing this is the live broadcast, but whenever you're hearing this, whenever you're seeing this, today is the only day that matters. And the joy that you get today cannot be replaced, cannot be moved by something that's happening tomorrow if you tap into today. I'm going to say this last thing and I'm going to go. Watch this. I was reading my book and I got a revelation and I was talking to my wife and I told her I find myself in a situation where, one, I don't read. I'm not a novel person. I don't sit and read books. It's weird. So as I was reading, I'm like, this is weird. But as I kept reading, I'm like, I can't believe I'm reading. And what I began to see was the way I'm obtaining this knowledge, it cannot be removed. Nobody can take this knowledge away from me. Nobody can take this knowledge away from me but God. So God has given me the opportunity to obtain information. And once I read it and I understand it and I can regurgitate it and I can apply it and I can begin to see like, man, this thing works because I've done the work. I've seen it. I could kick it back to people and it makes sense and people start to see it. I'm like, bro, nobody can take this knowledge from me, fam. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're trying to reach another goal, right? Let's just say you're trying to lose weight. Let's say you're trying to work out. Let's just say you're trying to be a better brother, a better sister, a better husband, a better wife, a better friend, a better anything. And you're struggling with commitment, you're struggling with discipline, find yourself in a situation where you can obtain the proper knowledge and find your learning modality that makes it click for you. And once that thing clicks for you, you find yourself in a situation where it's knowledge that you have that nobody can remove. Nobody can remove knowledge from your brain. It's yours now. When it comes to working out and putting that work in, because I compared knowledge obtaining to working out and eating healthy. I've been doing that for a while now. I'm dropping weight, feeling great. Great things are happening. And what I discovered, y'all, was the results that I get in my weight loss journey, the results I get from my overall body feeling, how I feel in my body based upon the work I've done. Nobody can take that from me. Nobody can take that from me. You can't. If you tried, you can't. You could try to break me down and say, well, you still ain't there. You still love this. It doesn't matter because I remember where I was. I took the information, I applied it, and I can see the results. You can't take that from me. So get into your bag where you can find things and you can obtain information, you can apply it, you can see the results from an incremental point of view and realize it's yours. And realize nobody, and I mean nobody, can take it from you. Nobody can take it from you. And the fact of the matter, the scripture says God is with us. He is never leaving our side, and you can't. He will never leave your side, and nobody can take that away from you. And the reason, and you'll begin to understand that once you begin to accept His presence. Accept His presence. I'm going to be here regardless. I'm just waiting on you to activate me. I'm going to be here regardless. I'm waiting on you to call my name. I'm going to be here regardless. I'm waiting on you to say, God, what should I do next? I'm going to be here. So don't get to trying to yell past me and I'm right here next to you. Like, God, why you ain't doing something? And you reaching all the way up here, God. You ain't said, you said. But God said, now, look, fam, I'm right here. I've been here this whole time. I've been here this whole time. When have you asked me, what is this? Because the reality is the humanity aspect of us is facts, right? So there's things that we won't know. There's things that we'll need to ask. There's things that we'll need to seek information on to gain an understanding, to get what we need to get in wisdom and knowledge for that moment so that we can continue to go through the journey, right? It might be a storm where the waters are raging. It might be the valley where, the terrain is smooth and fine, or it might be anything. But the reality is, regardless of whatever season you're in, regardless of whatever is happening in your life, you still have an opportunity to accept the fact that God's presence is always there. He said he's omnipresent, so accept the omnipresentness, the omniscient. I'm gonna mess that word up. Accept the fact that he's omniscient. Accept it. And I'm talking to Tim. Tim, accept it. Accept it. Accept the fact that he's right here. So when you find yourself in a situation, Tim, where you're about to make a bad decision because there's a void and you believe the lie that there is a void and you need to fulfill it with something that's not like God, bring God in. Say, God, what's up? He gonna be like, what's up? What you need? And just tell him. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. That's it. God's right there, y'all. God will never leave your side. He will be next to you. It doesn't matter how big of a wall you create. He can break through it because he's all power and he's all knowing. So the message is clear. I'll say it one more time and I'm gonna get out of here. No matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. Yeah. No matter how far you go, I'll reach you. Oh my, you'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. Yeah. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yeah, come on. Said I'll be right next to you. Yeah. I'll be right next to you. I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. No matter what you do, I'll be right next to you. Said I'll be right next to you. Next to you. Oh, 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 next to you. Last time. Hey, no matter how strong the wall, I'll break through. Yeah, no matter how far you go, I'll reach you. You'll never be alone again, 'cause I chose you. Yes, sir. So no matter where you go, I'll be right next to you. Yo, I'll be right next to you. Tim Young in the building. I love y'all. It's Pop Gospel Speaks. Be blessed. I'll see y'all next week. Let's get into it. We out of here.